Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the SaltyYShow, and welcome back to Total War Rome to Empire Divided campaign as the Palmyra Kingdom, episode 35. Hope you guys are doing well today, and if you are, like and subscribe as always. But without further ado, welcome to the Battle of Tanis, I believe, as we are moving our army in, led by Bruta here, to secure it from the Gothi garrison. This is usually a battle you all don't see, but fun fact, I'm not going to have access to my computer for the following week, so my recording time is extremely limited. So that means you guys are going to get some action parts that you don't normally see. Let's try to get our pikes up there first. Halt. Yep, spears down, please. Ooh, we were kind of misinformed there, so we're gonna need to be a little careful with that.
Forwards! Your orders, by your command.
You're gonna go ahead and move up here.
Commander. Understood. Ready and waiting.
You guys get in there. Everywhere else is doing rather well. Let's actually fire on something that matters. How about that?
At yourself. Spears!
Your orders.
Your orders.
Orders.
Look in the skies!
You guys go deal with that.
Melee cavalry ready.
Charge!
And let's get in there for a lovely swift cavalry charge as we destroy the poor Germanic band here.
Melee cavalry. Advance.
My lord!
We're doing a lovely job of dealing with them.
Speed! Spears! Engage! Your orders.
It actually looks
Ready!
like they're piercing through our pike wall here. The general is making short work of the enemy. Or well, their general is making short work. I mean, it would still technically be the enemy, but we're the enemy in this case, so let's not worry about that too much. We are breaking them rather swiftly, though. Let's go ahead and pull our archers out.
Pikes! Ready and waiting. Spears! Ready.
You guys get back in here. Break one off. And we're going to go in for a nice, lovely rear charge here. Right into the back of the enemy. And we've now surrounded them on all sides.
Spears! Forward!
Go ahead and start spreading out. Don't really need to maintain formation.
The brave. Ready for orders. Melee cavalry. Melee cavalry ready.
All right, we've broken them there. All that remains is this pocket of resistance.
By your command. Spears! Ready and waiting. Legionary cavalry.
We've broken most of them. It's mainly their armored Germanic swordsmen and the generals, the Tervingi warriors.
Melee horsemen.
Pikes!
This poor pike unit has taken a beating, though.
Ready.
Orders understood.
Let's go ahead and try and pull that pike
Yes,
unit out.
Commander. Orders.
Ready for orders.
Let's start putting the pressure on the enemy here.
Legionary cavalry.
Swift riders at your command. Proud Romans all. Yes, Commander.
Don't fire.
Your orders.
Swift melee cavalry.
Legionary cavalry.
Awaiting your command.
Their general is alone. The enemy, or his units, are fleeing. And I believe victory is ours. Yes, indeed. And with that, Tanis is ours. And hopefully the rebellion that we spawned here that decided just to go sailing in front of the settlement buggers off. as we really don't need them. You're a winemaker. That is commerce, so let's go ahead and make you a market settlement. We don't have the money for that. I'm gonna just in case do that, but we're gonna cancel it next turn. Everything else is looking pretty good. The rebellion here is kind of underway. I've pulled troops out of it just because I'm hoping to use Ruga here. Maybe he can take it. If the Iste refuse to do what I need them to do, it is what it is. And they're sending armies away from the front, not where I need them, so it looks like we might end up having to do it. In other words, Tremodium is safe, and Apollonia Pontica is also safe. So we are going to continue on our way in our glorious conquest. Nicomedia as well has a strong, well, I wouldn't say strong, but a garrison nonetheless to ward off any wanton invasions. And we are just about to launch our invasion of Greece from the southern coast and taking on Sparta and Athens and moving up to hopefully secure Thessalonica with the support of the Heirs army. But let's end the turn and see what else happens. I want to make sure nothing here is out of whack. 1831. Man, above 65, we just need the money for it. Ooh. Oh, the Guardians of Hatra have a level up? Where are they at? Did they just take Tanis? Is that who they were? They're the ones that took Tanis. Let's grab... That campaign speed is pretty good. But let's go ahead and... I like the melee attack skill. For all during raiding, banditry, meh. We don't really need that. I think spear arm. Well, why not? Increase the spearmanship of our warriors and end the turn. And see what happens. Going from there. Other news, or in personal news anyways, my birthday is about a month away, and me and my wife, while we're leaving town to basically go babysit some of our younger brothers, we didn't want to go ahead and up and move all our PC stuff, so I got a birthday present early, and she ended up buying a Xbox Series X, so I'm having fun in my off time figuring that out and prepping it for a week long of play. I'm very excited to give it a go. I've not had a console in the house for over, well, probably a couple years now that I actually wanted to fire up that wasn't just a glorified DVD player. But it is where I started. I was originally a console player. Glad I went to PC, obviously. Would be missing out on a lot of amazing stuff like this. Alright, I think we're just gonna do resourcefulness. I don't think he really needs anything. We've gotten the Navy aspect done here. So with that, let's go ahead and grab... Is any of this worth it? We've maxed out so much of these. We could get an extra edict. Or the sanitation. It takes 800 to research, only 4 turns. Let's go ahead and knock that out, because it's going to give us... This could give us an extra 25% tax rate. That's actually pretty good. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Alright, the Marconomani are raiding Tremodium. Thankfully, it doesn't matter. So with that, there's no unique building. There's industry. We're going to grab the Procurator's Villa there. And we'll grab a pit mine here. And then up in Tanis, because we are waging war on basically 2 separate fronts. Let's go ahead and dismantle that and get me a shrine up and running here, and then a meeting place. The rebel army is getting bigger. It looks like the German Confederation is chasing them down. Fingers crossed they just bugger off somewhere else.
How can I serve Rome?
We're gonna keep on trying to spawn a rebellion here.
How may I serve you?
Next up is the capital of the region, which is owned by the German Confederation. So
I am Rome's champion.
we're gonna need to be careful.
Soul is a way to the
All right. Well, unfortunately, that failed. Yep.
swords.
How may I serve?
Let's go ahead and get some spy action going on over here,
Treading softly.
and we're gonna deploy her in Olbia. I don't know where the Gothi. They have a fleet or two, but I don't see anywhere else that they have any presence. That's fine by me. Looks like our allies are sending small bands north. They're getting the hint. War is to the north. All right.
As you request.
Fleets
With
return.
our new
All hands
established
to the
fleet,
oars.
we are going to
It
be
is an
safe.
honor
We're going
to
to link
serve
up our
Rome.
fleet with our army, and they are going to make way to Sparta.
Laying siege to the settlement.
Our allies have somewhat secured the Aegean Sea with Gerhal navies inbound and Libyan forces. There is a Macromani fleet there, but the Classis of Dagon is extremely tough, honestly, so not super worried about it. And Salamis will hold this settlement along with a pretty strong garrison of 10 at this point. So armored swords, 2 cohorts, 2 hillmen, a spearman, vigile, skirmishers. So I mean, and it is going to go up a little bit. The navy is going to get a little better, and with a full stack fleet, I think they'll be fine.
As you request.
The Legion of Parthia will hold Rhodes easily with the troops they have at their disposal.
We hunger for battle.
Polio. Yeah, I'm going to keep him at Ephesus until they lose their fleet abilities. I don't need the Macromani or, lo and behold, the Gothi getting down to Ephesus and sniping that settlement from our client state. So we're not going to let that happen. With the extra 12 grand we have, do we try? Where are we sitting at? We're at, oh, it's 8 now. That's unfortunate. Man, 8 is really low. It's going to be minus 30 loyalty. So one of these parties, this party could handle it. This party, though, we could try securing loyalty and go. If we, the thing is, if we get to Kingdom, we get the extra 15 loyalty for an empire. But, and I do say this, I mean, loyalty isn't an issue. And our government type is currently giving 15, so it might have bugged out and already give it to us, so I really don't want to test those waters. We're going to hold on to that just for now. We're going to continue investing where we can, starting with Judea, which did suffer some banditry issues, but it's okay. We actually have a legion here. We might want to put them in Judea. Yeah, 17. Okay, well, we'll look at it, see what happens. Get an army in there. It should reduce it by 10. But with that said, let's go ahead and increase the final commerce building we have there. And look to elsewhere. Alexandria could max out the Grand Bazaar. Yep, go ahead and do that. Alexandria and Judea are the most wealthy provinces we have. Now, granted, if you watch Divide Impera gameplay with summary in particular, these numbers are child's play, but I truly don't know how that man does it. Like, it's kind of insane the numbers that he pumps out when it comes to his economy. Like, I am just baffled sometimes seeing how high they can get. Let's go ahead and just level up the primary settlement first. And we'll go from there. See what happens.
Shall we hag at each other?
That is one thing I've been denying so far. The Gothi have sued for peace a couple times now, so they clearly understand their backs are against the wall. They even actually offer to be a client state, but we need their land, and I don't need a pissed off levy or client to undermine our achievement run. Let's do victory in this one. Another level up. Get a bit more wealth in there. I'm far. Ooh, the Macromani. It looks like they do see what's going on here, so
It
let's.
is an honor to serve Rome. Besieging the settlement.
Okay, so perfect. The army has made landfall. The navy will move here to Gurha to protect them, or hopefully try.
Glory.
It seems Gurha is squaring up against the Macromani fleets. I hope they have an idea of what they're doing.
At your service.
But the Macromani aren't laying down. They are moving armies from their northern regions to combat us, so
We hunger for battle.
looks like we might. Oh, another Gothi fleet securing Edessa, yes. So everything is still safe. Mainly the islands. Nicomedia I'm worried about, and of course our northern coast. The Quadi have sent an army there. I'm very tempted to engage these guys and mop them up.
Ready for battle.
They're putting quite a damper on our ability, and they already hate us. They hate us a lot. So, tell you what,
Ready for orders.
I think we're going to do that. I don't really want to do another war. I don't want a single region, but they're at least our ally. So we'll just pump a bunch of religious buildings in Circina and call it a day. But we do need another army here. Who, Strabo or Caesar? Oh wow, that is the name.
At your I want hourly patrols.
Get a little army in here.
Soldiering. It's a good life.
Just something to beat away the fleets. I'm not super worried. But we do, I don't want to leave an exposed settlement. And the German Confederation have a strong fleet there that I'm a little worried about. They'd be about the only thing currently standing in our way from securing all the way up to this river here. Ooh, they are sending more forces down though. It's going to be a case of just trying to deal with their power. Once we secure the Macromani away from the Aegean and we can move our main stacks north, I think we'll be just fine. It's just going to be playing that long, slow, steady game. That is not what I wanted. Alright, Judea is good. Egyptus. Max those buildings out, and that is all our cash, actually. And our client states are on their way. As you can see, they're starting to really funnel troops north. Which it's going to lead to, I have a feeling it's going to lead to quite the patchwork. They're attacking somewhere. Ooh. The Legion of Armenia has been engaged by Colobert and Garrick on the coast of Sparta. This is going to be a proper and true battle. I see. Well, at least that's what we think it's going to be. I'll tell you what, everybody, this is going to be a hell of a good start to the invasion. Let's see. Let's see if the Legion of Armenia are going to be worth their salt. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Battle of Sparta. We've taken up quite a nice little defensive position in this hill line, but the enemy are already trying to do their best to make use of the limited cavalry that they have.
Commander!
This is not like the other engagement. I've deployed our troops as best I could in a somewhat unique location.
Ready and waiting!
Ready for orders.
It does look, though... Okay, our archers are now getting
Proud Romans all. Legionary cavalry.
the best of the enemy.
Ballista. Orders understood.
Alright, we're beating them back there.
Swift melee cavalry.
We await your command!
Orders.
Proud Romans all!
Our cav are far superior to theirs.
Ready. Orders. Quick march. Our orders.
Let's go ahead and get our archers back. Potentially, never mind.
Commander.
Jupiter gives us strength. Legionary cavalry. Your orders.
Very good work. We're breaking the cab. Ooh. Ooh. Oh my god, it was a bloodbath. Jesus.
At your service. At the ready. Ready. For glory. Round Romans all.
Let's get our spearmen in there.
We are at your command. Double time. Ready for orders.
At your service.
Orders.
Ready for orders.
Sons of Mars.
By your command.
Pikemen.
All right, let's go ahead and end their ranged destruction on us.
Your orders. Melee horsemen. Ready for orders.
And just like that,
Ready for orders.
now let's get Zenobia over here.
Forward. Orders. Orders. Your orders. Orders understood.
Yeah, that unit got decimated.
We await your command. At your service. Pikemen. Yes,
Yours to
Commander.
command.
Legionary cavalry. Advance.
There's actually quite a lot of range there.
Ballista. Pikemen. Pikemen. On quick march. Yours to command. Pikemen. Swords. Commander. As you command. Quickly now.
By your command.
All right, Zenobia, it's time to.
Ready.
At your service. At speed.
Time to actually try to get in there.
Yours to command. Pikemen.
By your command. Advance.
Let's risk it.
Advance
Await
at
your
speed.
command.
Melee troops awaiting orders.
By your command.
All right, she lost a chariot. Let's pull out. She's losing a couple. She's being targeted by the range.
Orders. By your command. We await your command. Spearmen. Ready for orders.
Yours to command.
Keep moving, keep moving.
Legionary cavalry. Melee horsemen. Legionary cavalry. By your command. Legionary cavalry. Ready. To forward. Ready. Understand.
Give chase there.
Ready. Ready and waiting. My lord. Find you targets. Swords. Swift melee cavalry. Legionary cavalry.
All right, we've almost broken them there.
Ready. Ready and waiting. Orders. Charge. Legionaries.
Good work.
Ready and waiting. Advance. We are at your command. Pikemen. Your orders. Riders at the double. Ready and waiting.
Get our cav out of there.
Melee infantry. Engage.
Actually, get in there.
Pikemen. We await your command. Advance. Legionary cavalry. Melee
Ooh.
cavalry ready. Charge. By your command. We await your command. Your orders. Our orders.
Ready for orders.
Romans, ready for duty. Ready.
All right.
Pull back. Advance at speed. Swords. Quick march. Sons of Mars. Ready.
We need to reform our battle lines.
By your command. Orders.
Almost desperately.
Pull back.
Let's go ahead and drop that.
Withdraw.
Pull back.
Legionaries. Put Testudo and defend.
They don't have the melee capabilities to beat us, but
Elite action. Orders.
lo and behold, they have.
Legionary, ready and waiting. Swords. At speed. Double time. Waiting orders. Legionary cavalry. Proud Roman lord.
All right, we are making good work of them.
Pikemen. Quick ready. Advance at speed. Ready and waiting. Sword. Quick march.
All right, let's get. We gotta get Zenobia up in here. Whoa! Run.
Ready.
Yours to command.
We await your
Ready.
command.
News. Fire on the enemy. Legionary cavalry.
Ready for orders. On the double.
Melee horsemen.
Nope, get down here, help them.
At your service.
Awaiting orders. Commander. Sword. Ready.
How about you disengage that way?
Legionaries!
Swords.
At your service. Your orders. Ready?
Jupiter gives us
All right.
strength. As you command. Our orders. Quick march.
Disengage this way. This army is taking a beating.
Advance at speed. Legionary cavalry.
Awaiting your command.
Zenobia needs to stay, or Gracia needs to stay out.
Yours to command.
My lord. Charge. Jupiter gives us strength.
At your service.
Our legions are
Commander.
really.
Ready for orders.
Ready for
As you
orders.
command.
Forward.
Actually, wait.
On the double.
We need them to clash.
Commander. Ready and waiting. Orders, my lord.
Persian archers.
About right there.
Legionary cavalry. At your service.
Awaiting your command.
Man, that general is.
Persian archers.
What are your orders?
The lead archers.
Keeping a solid position on us, and I hate it. No,
Sons of Mars. Forward.
we don't got time.
Quickly now.
Awaiting your command.
Orders.
Yours to command. Advance.
At the ready.
Go ahead and get in there.
Advance at speed.
Zenobia, it's time you start.
Swift riders at your
Or
command.
I keep thinking it's Zenobia, it's Gracia.
On the
Either way, get in there, start slicing them up.
General has fallen.
Oh no, you're telling me she really fell.
awaiting your command. Ready for orders. Prepare to engage.
That is not good. Gracia falling in battle is horrible. She was oh my god. Oh no. Oh, we're gonna need to deal with that on the battlefield or on the campaign map. That I did not see coming. Honestly, recording that battle was bad. We did slaughter their army, but this legion is really broken. They cannot continue the campaign without some substantial assistance from the local population that has been under Germanic control for some time now. I do think we can secure Sparta, though, without a fight. And that army was the one at Athens, it looks like. But man, losing Gracia, she's been with it from the start. That is truly unfortunate. Strabo will take the lead for now. A true warrior has been lost to time. Hell, she's not even part of the main family, so I mean, she was over here, but still. I remember her name. The fall of Gracia will be remembered. Truly unfortunate. Yeah, Sparta does not have a garrison, so we could secure it.
hunger for battle.
And there are mercenaries available
Ready
to
for
us.
battle. Ready for orders. Ready for battle.
That's going to steal away their replenishment.
Commander.
Along with that, let's... Man, our pikemen are defeated. They'll replenish. We're going to keep our pikes here because they need to. Mercenary-wise, though, we can bolster our ranks. We're going to get some mercenary spearmen just to help out. We're going to keep them. Our armored swords will be good. let's go ahead and get rid of you and grab a armored swordsman or a mercenary swordsman, and we're gonna let them replenish. I don't think this legion,
Ready for battle.
they could get quite a little army here. That is a boat.
Ready for orders.
And we could recruit some auxiliary armored pikes, actually. Let's do that slowly,
Are you ready to serve
but let's
Rome?
go ahead and do that. Start rotating them out. Getting some armored auxiliary pikemen will help a lot more.
It is an honor to serve.
Meanwhile, this main fleet, I think we're going to pull back to Crete.
Fleets ripple. Moving out.
The fleet
Is there
or
nothing
the army
else?
has
Ready
landed.
for
The
battle.
Legion of Armenia is still sitting here, so fingers crossed they can hold. In fact, let's actually pull our spy down to see what's... Oh, damn, she can't move. Well, we know there's an army at Thessalonica, but they're not moving. Along with the army at Nisos that is looking enviously at Tremodium. We're kind of stuck here until this legion can recover and make their way north. I really don't want to get into a pitched battle with any of their navies. The long ship or the raider ships, I believe, are a little stronger than ours,
Ready for battle.
and I worry their swordsmen, which are already really good, will
Ready for
outclass our legionnaires and definitely our spearmen. So if we can avoid the battle, I would gladly like to do so. We are actually hemorrhaging money or food. I don't know when or where that happened at, but let's see. There's no farming building over here, so what kind of boost are we getting? Well, wait a minute. We're worried about food, so let's just make this a food province. There we go. In a couple turns, 3 turns, we're going to get a huge surplus of food. We're really going to need that surplus fast, actually. So let's spend the rest of our time here trying to locate more resource settlements or more food settlements. Mesopotamia is good, but it's going to take a long time. Yeah, 8 turns to get them up and running. So let's look for places that we've not invested in too heavily yet and start leveling those up. Man, we've had Trapezos for so long and I've not put in... I can't believe I've not put in support there. Could make that a fishing port. That will help as well. Same goes for Tanis, I think. So that should really assist our food situation. And push comes to shove, we increase... Oh, never mind. That's not how that works. Who is hemorrhaging the food? Judea. We could... Wow! Judea alone is 3/4 of our empire's income and most of our food issues. Oh wow, Mesopotamia. Just for a little bit, let's... You know what, actually I say that, hold on. There we go. Let's stop taxing the Asia province because it's just hemorrhaging food, so we're gonna leave them be. And everybody, that is where I'm going to call today's episode. That was a brutal first engagement on the Greek peninsula, fighting for Sparta, but we were successful at a great sacrifice, losing one of our generals that's been with us for a very long time. But we still won, and we are still making progress. If you enjoyed the battle in today's episode, like and subscribe as always. But I've been your host, Saltyy, and my co-host, Winston, and we will catch you all in the next one. Till then, peace out, everybody.